Hello, this is Tom from Tom and Ruth Podcasting. Today we're going to talk about something that I've wanted to talk about for a while. Why are foreigners? Some foreigners are coming in like by the loads, right? Younger crowds coming in, and why are the elderly guys, the other guys that's been here for a while, leaving the Philippines? Well, number one on the list is healthcare. Number one on the list is healthcare. Why would someone leave a perfectly good place? Healthcare. Because healthcare itself it's here. They have it. You can have it. Sporadic on the payment, sporadic on where you go. People say they don't have a problem, but there are other people say they constantly have a problem with it. Some fly to Guam, have Medicare done there, but you got to pay your Medicare. The thing of it is no matter where you live in the world, you got to have some type. And as you know, coming here in the Philippines, if you don't have something, and you got to have at least reserve money, at least 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, $40,000 for health care. Before $5,000 would have got you by, but $5,000 won't even touch it now because now the price has increased considerably. Just get a gallbladder taken care of can cost you about 4, 5, $6,000. Not counting all the other fees that's going to be incurred into that, medications and buying all your stuff. See, here you have to buy all your gauzes and buy all your medications and buy all the oxygen and buy all the things that you need, the tubings and the shots and all that stuff. You have to buy all that before you go into surgery. What they do with the stuff after they're over with, I have no idea. But you have to go outside and buy it. If they're short on something, you still have to go buy it. So you need a runner. So there's an operation going on, you need a runner. Some of the guys are leaving because of new visa requirements coming in. There's actually shaking up a lot of the guys, and a lot of guys are saying, well, I'm not going to be doing this. I'm here on a tourist visa and been here on a tourist visa. Back in the day, tourist visas were the way to go. When I first came here, me, Bud Brown, many of the guys, I think Chris Britt, there's many guys who's on tourist visa, and that was the way to go. You just come in, go renew it, whether it's 2 months or 6 months, get the 6-month extension, and then stay on it for 3 years, exit the country, and then come back in and you're free and clear. On the new program, what they're trying to do, and ideally there are some other visas that you can check on, military visa, but I understand there's so much paperwork involved with that military visa. $1,500 deposit. You can go to SRV. If you're married with Filipina, 13A is the way to go. That's what I have. She sponsors you. If something happens, she can unsponsor you too. So make sure you have that agreement with her that everything's going to be A-okay. Now here's the thing that you got to think about too, more than anything else, is if you come in here, how long are you going to stay? Are you planning on living? Or come check it out first. Get on a tourist visa and check it out first. As it stands right now, you come in for 30 days, and then you can stay, and you renew it again. You get the 59 days, which is 3 months, and then you can extend it again. Now at the 59 days, you got to pay the ACR card, Alien Certificate of Registry, something like that, and you get that card. It's like $50. It ends up costing you about $1 a day, so it's going to cost you, 150, $200. Once you do that, then you can come back and get an extension for 6 months, and then come back and then paying. I think it's like $8,000, something like that, $160. So what you can do on the new program they're looking at doing is, sorry for the hammering, guys working upstairs. You can easily, what you can do is get the other visa. You come upon entry the 59-day visa. What they're trying to do is give them 59 days, extend it every 59 days up to the 6 months. After 6 months, you got to leave the country and come back. What? What do you mean you got to leave the country? After 6 months, so you get 3 extensions, 59 days, right? 2, 4, 6. 6 months, you leave the country. At the 6th month, you got to get an NBI and all the stuff to make sure you're okay. Meaning there's no warrant against you, or you're not been in jail, and you don't have any problems, or you don't have any problems in the U.S. They'll run that, and they run it through the FBI. So what happens is they'll run that, and you get the clearance on that, and then you exit the country, and then you can come back in. And it starts all over again, 59 day, 59 day, 59 day. Now they're voting on that this month coming up. What are they going to do with it? I have no idea. I heard, and what I've seen so far, it's already been voted on, and they're going to leave it up to it's going to be depends on each Bureau of Immigration office makes its own decision. So whether you stay 1 month or 2 months or 6 months, so it's all messed up. Each Bureau of Immigration, yes, they are different prices. Why? I have no idea. I can go to CDO before, get a price, go to Davos, different price from CDO. I ended up going to CDO because it's cheaper. I saved about 60, 80 bucks a month. I mean, a time I would go, not a month, a time. So that $60 made a difference. So if I'm riding the bus 5 hours this way, ride a bus 3 hours this way, which one's better, right? If I could save the 60 or 80 bucks, I would go to CDO, and that's what I did. And so that's what I would do. A lot of guys say there's no problem, it's the same. It's not the same all over because there's different prices. Why? I have no idea. There's no centralized system. In other words, when you go in the computer, it should be centralized. It's centralized only with the passport only, not centralized as far as the other paperwork is concerned. I'm really not really sure how that works, but it's different prices wherever you go. A guy friend of mine says he goes to a place on the other side of CDO, and the price on the other side of CDO is cheap. Why? I don't know. It's a Bureau of Immigration office. So each area is different. Some of the guys are saying, okay, well, the visas, okay, we'll just pay the fees. But here's the thing. If they start the new visa thing, it's going to kill the tourism. It's going to kill it. It's going to kill tourism. It's just going to kill it. It's going to kill guys who want to come here and live. Number two is they're trying to create what they call digital nomad setup. Digital nomad setup is where people come here and they work and stay and make income outside the United States or wherever. Income comes in here and they get benefits. Well, they can get a visa for that. The visa is great and fantastic, but the problem with that visa is it's not going to give you other benefits other than you're living here, you know. But I understand that they're creating that. Well, that's going to bring that younger crowd in. This that's working on internet-based companies. But what about the older guys? It's thousands and thousands of older guys coming to the Philippines wanting to exit the United States. By exiting the United States of America, is that a good thing? Well, not really. Is the grass greener on this side of the fence? In some cases it is, but really overall, some cases it's really not. A lot of guys are coming here and staying here for a few months and saying, hey, this is not my cup of tea, and going back to the States. But they sold everything they had. Now, the guy didn't start hammering until I started doing this video. It's unbelievable. They couldn't do that the day before, or the day before, or the day before that, the day before that, the day before that. But that's the way it goes here in the Philippines. That's a prime example. You have to have patience for the stuff like that. Getting a taxi can take 10 minutes, can take 10 hours. Not really. You can actually set out and wait for taxis. Where we're at, we had to wait on taxis for quite a few minutes the other day. So, minutes, not quite a few hours, minutes. 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes out in that heat. It's not too bad. But you get longer than that, you're going to burn up. But really, overall, you look at the situation is, what is best for you? You have to make your own decision what is best for you. And I think a lot of guys fall short is they come thinking that the pie in the sky is greener here, and it is, but not all the way. There's so many benefits in the States that you're actually forgetting about. Did I wish that I sold everything? I'm glad I sold everything and came here, but I'm not glad I sold all the things that I had, because I'm going to need those things when I go back. Now, was it a smart thing to do? Yes, because I could not store all the stuff that I had and keep it in storage. There's no way I could keep that stuff in storage. It's too expensive, right? So, for me at the time, it was the best decision. Then COVID hit, so that would have been a breaker there. So for me, what was the best thing to do? For me, it was the best thing to do to sell everything and come here, but now I got to go back and buy everything all new again. Tools, car, home, house, rental, apartment, mobile home, mobile trailer, whatever it is, RV, to live. And it's really kind of like that here. I mean, just because you come here doesn't mean you get in a place and it's going to be perfect. Just a prime example is this. It's not perfect no matter where you are at, where you go. But you just have to be able to deal with it and bend with it. If the kids are up at 3 a.m. playing ball, it's okay. You have to deal with it. And it so happens we deal with that too. Or somebody drunk or something, somebody saying something. You just have to be prepared for that. In the States, we don't have that problem, but we have other problems, right? So I wanted to talk about that. So the visas, why are people exiting? Health, visa. What are some reasons? Relationship went sour. Relationship goes sour. Quite a few of those have happened recently. And prayers out to all the guys that's happened to. And it's really sad. So, number 4 on the list, excuse me. Number 4 on the list is when someone decides to come here, they're not really prepared they've not been outside the United States and really not prepared to what it is like here. They're not prepared for the cold showers. They're not prepared for toilets even on the ground or just a little bit above the ground. They're not prepared for the travel. They're not prepared for the getting in and out of the tricycles and the tuk-tuks and the taxis. I mean, I have a hard time getting in and out of the taxi. My big feet won't go in the door. My feet are wider than the door. Sad to say. So, and I don't have no 20 shoes either. These little Toyotas are really hard to get in and out of, the 4-door Toyotas. So it really makes it harder, the Hyundais. So I want to thank everybody for watching my videos, and thank you so much for taking the time to come on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time. Sorry for the hammering.